Typically, I think when you look at our investments in core infrastructure, right, and by core infrastructure, we normally look at whether it's a toll highway, a power plant, port. EPF normally seeks basically a low teens IRR for our investments, right? And certainly, I think most of our transactions basically have been able to deliver that kind of returns for us. So certainly I think while we are always looking at new assets to acquire, they have to cross a certain threshold of returns for us before we consider it. Right. So you'd have seen basically that in our most recent transactions, basically that the deals have been structured in such a way as to provide us basically with reasonable comfort that we can achieve that kind of return for our contributors. It depends because different assets have different risk profiles. So I would hate to generalize and lump everything together because it wouldn't be correct as a matter of investments. But certainly I think if you look at the type of assets that we've been investing in, they would typically be somewhere between about a 10 to 13% IRR range, depending basically on the risk profile we're looking at, the tenure of the concessions, for instance. And the security of the cash flows that we look at. So, for instance, an IPP, which basically would have secured PPAs in terms of take up of their power output, would probably be on the lower end of the range, right? Something which has a bit more revenue volatility would probably be on the high end of the range, right? So it's a bit hard to generalize, but it will be somewhere around there.